Hey there, gorgeous gays! Version2 here. Stay to play. Nintendo were just like, our game thing that we're doing for June is releasing a fucking console. So Sony had to turn around and say, screw you. We're just gonna drop a state of play the day the Switch comes out. So now we have a state of play for Sony. These are ones that we do not watch always. Like, we try to do every, we try to do every Nintendo Direct, because Nintendo Directs, even if they don't have the most interesting things there, there's usually, they focus on enough variety, and the presentation, like, quality is good enough, that it's, like, usually always worth watching. We don't watch every State of Play. I don't even know if we watched the last one. So every time a State of Play comes around, it's always one of those things of, I ask people, is it worth watching? And people said for this one, very much yes. Again, this should be the, like, if E3 didn't die, then this should be what their E3 is. Yeah, State of Plays are very hit or miss. Like, even the worst Nintendo Directs are usually at least paced well, and usually have a variety of stuff. There's like 2 or 3 that have too many farming simulators, and that's about it. Like, and everything like that. I think the last one was a Borderlands only one. Oh, then yeah. Let me say there, it always gives me fun cringe moments. Yeah, they're all like pre-recorded shit now. Well, I guess Jeff Fest isn't. I think Jeff Fest is still live. So I think we can still watch Jeff Fest live and have that happen. But yeah, this would be like part of Jeff Fest, I guess, but they just do their own thing. I mean, I don't even know if Nintendo's gonna do anything for it. Again, they dropped a fucking console instead, so I don't know if they need to. So yeah, we have this. It's like an hour long. Nintendo has all the indies and RPG Revival that always gets me plugging. Yeah, there's a good variety of just like, it's very hard to get through a Nintendo Direct, and there's like at least something that you would have found interesting, regardless of who you are as a gamer. It's just if you're a Nintendo YouTuber and they don't announce like the one specific thing that you want, that's like a first-party Nintendo property that you actually play, aka a Zelda or a Mario, you make a video about it saying it's the worst Direct ever, and everything like that. So, you know, so outside of that, but then for State of Play, it's just like, yeah, it can be anything. Yeah, Pokemon Directs, I hardly even watch Pokemon Directs, because half of Pokemon Directs are just talking about fucking mobile games at this point, so I don't even watch all those. No Silk Song Direct watch. So spoilers, but no. That's not. I mean, we already had, like, Nintendo said earlier, that was like, oh, 2025 this time, trust. So, Jeff Fest is the last bastion of drunk celebrities get off on stage to read a prompter about video games. The one thing they're keeping it alive. Anyway, we're gonna watch a State of Play. I've been told to watch this one. Whether that means it's really good or really bad, I don't know. To be fair, I didn't ask about the quality of this. I asked whether it was worth doing a video on. So, you know. I've been told it's worth doing a video on. Oh, that seems like it's gonna be loud. Oh, this is gonna be loud. I gotta turn this down a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna be loud. That's gonna be very loud. I see fish! I see fish. Is this just an intro or is this a game? Tetris Effect 2? I can absolutely believe that. Like, again, is this an intro or is this something else? Running through our veins, heartbeat. Love is making waves, emotion. Running through our veins. I still don't know if this is a game or an intro. Love is making waves. I'm facing my fears, not backing away. I'm still unsure. This is Tetris Effect. It is Tetris Effect. It is Tetris Effect too. Actually, no, I said 32 burst. Yes, but no. I've seen something like this and I can't think of what it is. I mean, Tetris Effect, but like the thing... moving across. Lumines! Lumines! I have heard of that. I've not played it. Lumines. Does the original Lumines? Everyone forgot about Lumines. Does the original Lumines look like that, or have they gone fuck it? We gotta go full Tetris effects with it. Like it is enhanced. It is Mizuguchi. So it is like it is Tetris effects. You look at it and it looks like Tetris effects. It looks like Tetris effects. I can't remember whether the original Lumines was that intense in terms of like the idea of like. It does have that line thing. That's why that's what it's something. Typical puzzle game stuff.
テトリスエフェクトを一度遊んだことがある人はわかると思いますが、Luminous Arise はただのパズルゲームではありません。夏にシングルとマルチプレイの体験版を配信予定です。
But they still made Tetris effects.
Thank you and enjoy the rest of State of Play.
I'll always support enhanced games because Res is that good. Fucking Res Infinite. Holy shit. Holy shit, Res Infinite. That it was an incredible remake. So I'll always support enhanced. I've also heard great things about Tetris effects, but I'm really bad.
It isn't just a dream. It's
more
a
vibing Tetris, but more saucy, yeah. Tetris effect had a Tetris license line to it. Yeah.
Reality. With our third generation of Luna filament and advanced generative AI, we're reshaping the line between dreams and reality. We create life. Our future.
Fuck off!
Delphi Corporation. Let's see about getting passed through to Earth. And why are these things trying to kill us?
Oh, is the Gen AI thing the evil thing and whatever this is? Is that what's going on?
There you are. All better.
You patched me up.
Capcom. Is this that space thing they mentioned, like fucking
Whoa, hang on a second.
astigmatism or whatever it's called?
Do you have a name or something? I'm good.
Is this that thing they showed off years ago?
I think I can help.
Oh, the face RE engine is hell, yeah, absolutely.
Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
Neutralize us?
Looks like
My PS5 Pro slightly better to console was $150 cheaper a few years ago.
Bypassing first and second firewalls, hooking control protocols. Initiating hack.
Okay, so is Pragmata, that's the thing. They first showed this off years ago. I honestly thought it was gone dead in the water.
Hey, D.I.
I said I am D.I.
Okay. Look, how about we call you Diana?
Diana?
So is Gen AI the villain in this? Because if so, never mind, that's awesome. yeah. The revealed, release year's gotten pushed back a little bit. And if Gen AI is like part of the villain of that, then you know what, that's awesome. If Pragmata is a game about like worst case scenario of dipshit tech bro future, then never mind, the game's based as hell. Diana's a pointer on woman's name, calling Gwendolyn at this point.
Curry Chow.
Awesome, I love curry.
Speaking of curry, apparently the current president is actually a humane. What does that mean? It's okay.
Does whatever this game is look like this, or is this a trailer bit?
Romeo, stay with me. Grandpa, I'm gonna die. Romeo, listen up. You're gonna die in about 15 seconds. Seriously? Seriously. Don't worry. I made this just in case. The Dead Gear life support system. Don't move, okay?
Can I immediately guess that this is Grasshopper? Can I immediately guess that this is Grasshopper?
From now on, you're half-dead man. No, wait, that's pretty lame. Dead man. From now on, you're dead man.
Romeo is a dead. This is absolutely. No, this is absolutely. Okay, this is definitely Grasshopper. This is absolutely Grasshopper. I was gonna say, weird as fuck introduction, dead gear system injecting into an eyeball. The graphics after that happens. This is. There's no way this is not Grasshopper. I'm still nowhere near caught up on Grasshopper. But based on what I've played alone and the fact that I've seen footage of No More Heroes, it's absolutely Suda. This is 100% Suda. Ultra-violent science fiction. Oh, yeah, 1000%. Yeah. Romeo is a dead man.
Dead man. Coming 2026. Maybe.
Maybe.
Huh? That was Grandpa's voice. Are you like a spirit?
I'm on your back.
What?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, Suda 51, there we go. And Ren Yamazaki. Not a name I'm super familiar with. There he is! There he is!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely Suda. Again, as someone who's I've only done Silver Case and Flower Sun and Ring, and I've seen footage of No More Heroes. Even then, I'm just like, oh, this is absolutely Grasshopper. Romeo Stargazer. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, yeah, he's talking to himself and just being like, fuck, that's so cool. Wanted criminals cross space-time and defeats them. I am so looking forward to getting through more of the Suda games and Grasshopper in general. There is nothing else like a Suda game. There's nothing else like a Grasshopper game. Why is Romeo a dead man is the question. So much absolute silence thinking a visual single game and at least Suda 51 knows how to triple that capacity. Numbers feels like a very U game complimentary. Well, from what I've heard, that's a big part of it as well. But I mean, I fucking love Silver Case and Flower Sun and Room. They are confusing fucking games, but I fucking love them. Samurai Champloo as well, okay. Silent Hill. Oh, this is the F thing. Okay. They mentioned a while back that it was like, this was revealed a while back, I believe, right? I believe Silent Hill F was announced a while ago. Like at a similar time when the other one came out. Like the Memories one. Like the small one, I can't remember the name of it. I've heard very mixed things about the other one that came out. Some people just being like, the game's dumb, it doesn't make sense, and other people just being like, no, for what it's trying to do, it works very well. The F stands for frightening. J-horror, my childhood fucking nightmares. I mean, if we have a Silent Hill that's leaning in more on Japanese horror, then that, I think, can work really, really well. Despite being made in Japan, Silent Hill very much feels much more like Western horror, in a number of ways. Like, outside of the more, like the atmospheric vibe, but, like, the way they go about it feels way more Western than anything. I mean, and from what I heard, despite all... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. From what I heard, despite all fucking odds, apparently... the Bloober Team Silent Hill 2 remake was actually good, despite all odds and precedent. So that's some Silent Hill-ass combat. That's some Silent Hill-ass combat. Not saying the grudge utterly overloaded by ability to feel fear from the horror genre, and the only picture thing can give me nightmares. That's exactly what happened to. Despite Blooper's best effort, it was good. I mean, it would be nice if Konami weren't such dicks like a decade ago. And weren't continuing to be dicks, but for new teams working on Silent Hill, I can only wish them the best of luck. I mean, like, from what we've seen of that, yeah, that looks like it's gonna be damn good. That looks like it's gonna be fun. It'd be nice if Konami didn't suck, but we can say that about so many fucking companies. The House of Dix will be in perpetuity, yeah.
The castle has been sighted again. The Church's orders are absolute. These human sacrifices must be stopped.
We will track the ethereal castle, break its gates, and exterminate the creatures that dwell within. The Demon Lord himself will fall by our hand.
This mission will test the limits of your courage.
You will face horrors beyond your darkest imaginings. Beasts that defy reason.
Like, everything about the cutscenes feels very opposed to, like, what I'm looking at for the gameplay. Because the gameplay looks like Castlevania. Like, are those other cutscenes just for the trailer, or like, does cinematics look like that in the game, but then the gameplay looks like this? I mean, I'm okay if that's the case. I think gameplay being stylized compared to cutscenes is totally fine. I have no real issue with that. This is not something you see anywhere near as much. Badass X kick.
Restart our mission.
Till death destroys the castles. Oh, it's a blood. That's why it looks like Castlevania. It's another bloodstained. Oh, I've still got to get around to that. There's too many fucking games. There's so many fucking games. I still want to play Bloodstained.
So you've come, dogs of the church, right into the palm of my hand.
Multiplayer Bloodstained Circle. We'll have a single player mode.
The visuals of Shinjuku that I'm seeing.
But I get Bloodstained, but I just don't deal with Metroidvanias.
I can't quite put into words. You've somehow been sent back in time 8 years.
Well, for me, it's like I played Circle of the Moon. Oh, Digimon! I always hear Digimon games are really good, but I also just like
our ultimate mission is to uncover the
have no particular vibe with Digimon, so I've never tried any of them.
Probably a phase electron life form. Is that what you call us, Digimon? I'll always be right here with you.
Who exactly are you working for?
Yeah, every time a new Digimon game comes out, well, everything that I hear is it fucking rules for the people who play it. Every game that I've played the last several years.
An attack on this scale.
We now believe most of the
it's always Digimon game comes out, everyone plays it and says, yeah, they fucking rule, they're so good.
Truly unavoidable.
Zero buying for Digimon, keep only hearing good things about the games, yeah. That has been bad.
If the gate is opened with the digital world in such a state, the human world will most certainly be affected.
Do the Titans not care about the end of the digital world?
Stop it! That egg is very important!
So I can't remember if it was a Digimon thing.
The world tree has been attacked.
Or whether it was something that was inspired by Digimon. The one, like, my one main experience with Digimon, which may or not even be Digimon, was having, like, one of the Tamagotchi-esque style Digimon machines. But the way that you unlocked new Digimon was by scanning barcodes on, like, other products, just whatever. And so whenever you would scan a barcode, it would give you a random, like, it would give you a Digimon, like, turn that number for the barcode into a particular Digimon. So while we were doing that, we'd always just like every time we buy something, scan to see what it is, and if it's something really nice, we'd just like show our friends, yo, this barcode. What? Okay, what? You're making too many things.
Oh, Father.
Does anyone else at Square make games anymore?
But deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation.
Does anyone else at Square? Holy fucking shit! Is this tactics?
If you feel wrong, blame yourself or the Father.
Why do you fight? Why walk this path of subterfuge and conflict?
Holy fuck! It's actually tactics.
It is our duty.
Yeah, it's Ramza. Stadio, yeah.
This vile charade has gone on long enough. It ends now.
Yeah, holy shit! Evilist Chronicles. Holy shit! Yeah, Crofts is gallant.
Showed us how to make a whistle of a blade of grass.
With gross pixel filtering spikes. But you can get rid of that. But you can get rid of it if you don't want it. But you can get rid of that. Well, there you go.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
Is Mitsuno back?
Here to deliver news and release.
From memory, Mitsuno left on bad fucking terms. Bosnia's literally unfinished because of it.
We hope you enjoyed that.
I mean, I don't know if they would bring him back because are they doing anything? Evilest Campeón del Mundo!
The game will include 2 versions of the original PlayStation Classic. The enhanced version, which features improved graphics, fully voiced dialogue, refined gameplay, and
fully
much more,
voiced,
as well as the classic version, which brings a faithful recreation of the 1997 original to modern consoles.
Fully voiced? Wow.
Final Fantasy Tactics: The Evil East Chronicles launches on PS5 and PS4 September 30th.
Is Evil East
and
Chronicles
will be available
a
for pre-order
sequel
later
to
today.
12? Or actually, no, it would be a prequel, wouldn't it? Did Tactics came out before 12, right?
Really special. When I first played
they said like
I
90
laughed
something.
So hard, I almost barfed. Let's check it out.
Fully voiced given the strikes.
Just toilet?
Toilet?
Yeah, I just need to pee.
How badly?
Oh, there's okay. Sup, Annabelle?
Just go behind this bush.
Unfortunately, you joined in during the worst game.
T-shy.
No.
Yeah, no, you don't want me watching.
You can watch.
Please let this be both games played.
All you have to do is carefully place one foot in front of the other, which is easier said than done. Main character Nate requires some
is PS1 came
deliberate
out after
movement
7.
to make
Okay,
even
and
the
PSP
simplest
remake came out
progress.
after 12. Ah,
It's a
okay.
captivating
Okay, that's why
open-world experience
that's why I
filled
keep
with
thinking that
oddball
Tactics is
characters.
after 12 because the remake of it came out after.
Knock up. Oh, you found it even without a map. The best toilet on the mountain.
Oh, good.
Definitely check this one out when it comes to PS5 on September 8th.
The energy I bring.
Hirogami is a unique action-adventure title from Bandai Namco Studios Singapore.
I love this visually already.
In this journey to save your origami home, you'll transform into paper shapes with distinct abilities, including a paper airplane.
This looks so adorable.
A nimble frog.
Frog.
A hardy armadillo. And a powerful ape.
I want
Master
that.
the art of folding when Hirogami arrives.
Someone
on
remind me to
PS5
play
later this summer.
Hirogami. Let's gonna put out a statement saying he's happy when we get to play
Sid,
Tactics.
why
Okay,
don't you
that's
tee
nice.
this next one up?
Thanks,
That's
Sean.
nice.
The Hot Shot series has been with PlayStation from the very beginning, and its latest installment, Everybody's Golf Hot Shots,
The Kami
boasts its
remake
largest
information
character
fucking
roster
win.
ever.
The remake for Akami already came out. They're making a sequel.
Compete in courses from 10 different
Akami's
regions
already been
around the
remade.
world.
But it's got a sequel
Each
coming
with weather effects and new nighttime variants.
You gotta remember, for the sequel for
Pre-orders
Okami,
begin
they
later
wouldn't
today.
have been working on the sequel for very
and those
long
who do will get Bandai Namco's
because
iconic
Kamiya
Pac-Man
was literally
as an
banned
early
from
unlockable
work.
character.
Well, that was a remaster. Well,
Everybody's Golf Hot Shots drives onto
for
PS5
Avatars.
September 5th.
I mean, we don't need a remake if we have the remaster. But there's a sequel that they're making. But they
Ninja
wouldn't have been
Gaiden
working on it for
Ragebound
very
is a
long when it was
challenging
announced
new
because
entry
Kamiya
in the
was banned
long-running
from working in the
action
industry
franchise.
for a year as part of the non-compete
From
clause
the
when he
makers
left
of the
Platinum.
Blasphemous series, Ragebound stars dual protagonists
Like,
from
the
rival
Okami
clans,
sequel got
forced
announced
to
maybe
combine
like
their
a
souls and
month or
skills
two after
against a demon uprising.
Kamiya was legally allowed to
And
work
longtime
again.
fans
So,
will really love the pulse-pounding soundtrack featuring guest composers
from what I
from
hear,
the original
this development
series.
team's amazing. With the Gaiden one? He gets Akami dead stuff through the DS locked. No one remembers Akami that exists, unfortunately. Everything on the show looks good. They're cooking!
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound arrives
They're
July
cooking
31st
here.
on PS5 and PS4.
Everything here looks good! Oh, except for the one the baby figure want to go on.
From the game bakers, Cairn is a survival climbing experience where you must carefully plan your ascent up a deadly mountain.
See, this looks like...
Manage balance and stamina.
See, this looks like baby steps, but it's not stupid.
Hey! Hey, wait for me!
Encounter other climbers.
I'm Marco. Nice to meet you.
And survive the harsh conditions of the climb.
Fucking ouch. Like the climbing in that deliberately looks awkward to make it hard, because climbing should be hard. That
all from us.
Really comes down to how good it, how like satisfying it feels to actually do the awkward climbing.
Nothing could prepare you for their next collection, arriving later this year.
Yeah,
pretty early on.
That could look like it's really frustrating, but
excited about it.
The most rewarding part of it is just seeing people react to it.
Alright, what do you got?
We were onto something.
Oh, okay, a collection.
It was
Which one?
Such a shock to see this game. I was like,
We skipped the 2631. Alright. Okay, everything up to 4. Okay.
It became something that added to the mystique of Mortal Kombat.
Keep it on
We're
top,
showing
man.
you a part of a world that is much larger.
So the games I played that my funny cousins found a lot too.
There was no template to make the games. It's a bit of the Wild
Roll
West.
back on all the original ones.
Every part of that game is
I
an
turned out all right.
expression of who we were and what we wanted to do.
Flawless victory.
I mean, MK1 seemed to shit the bed. MK1 kind of has shit the bed at this point, so fuck it. People can go back and play the good ones. Okay, I'm being told mixed things. After this was okay. I don't. Okay, I feel like no one actually knows. I've got this, okay, I'm watching this trailer. Okay, what trailer am I watching? I'm gonna show off a thing and then you skip forward. Okay. Okay. I see a pad. Is this a fight stick? Is it a fight stick? It's a fight stick! It's a fight stick! Alright, Project Defiant wireless fight stick. Okay. Where am I skipping to? Where I consider me very whelmed. Well, the FGC. The FGC can talk about whether they like that or not. Okay, 2632. Okay. Okay, 2632. 26. Okay. I gotta do the. How do I look at this without like? Okay. 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 Do I go more? Okay, I'm just gonna look at chat actually. Do I go more left or more right? You look at the time for me, because it has a big thumbnail, so I can't really even look at it. To the right. Okay, a little. Okay, am I there yet? How about now? I don't know. How do I time skip it? Perfect. All right. There we go. And now I click there. Is this good? Is this good or bad? Knowing what the game is fine. I have no idea what it would be about. I have no idea what I'm skipping. There's a man. I don't know who he is. All right.
Imbued with humankind's never-ending dreams.
Oh, it's a Koei Tecmo game. Okay.
Since time immemorial, this
I see Koei
power
Tecmo. I
has
see this. I'm
been
just like
the
Nobunaga.
impetus for human wars.
Team Ninja. Okay.
Such an ominous atmosphere.
and one thick
Neo 3, okay. I've not played through any of the Team Ninja stuff at this point. I've not played, like... I've touched a couple of them in terms of, like, demos and stuff, and I've always enjoyed what I've done of the demo, even though they usually kick my ass. But they're not... None of the games are games that I've, like, fully played through yet. Well, I did the demo for Stranger of Paradise, and I had a lot of fun with it, but it definitely kicks my ass. I feel like it's one of those things where being so used to Souls kind of made it harder for me to adapt to Team Ninja. Because they definitely do things differently.
How foolish of you to have entered the depths of hell.
Neo 3. Yeah, I always hear good things about, whereas it's like Team Ninja's basically the only people competing with FromSoft in the Souls-like genre. So they have character creation. I remember one you play as like a white guy that did exist in actual history, like an Irish guy. But 2 and 3 have character creation. Interesting.
皆さんこんにちは。チーム忍者の安田です。戦国死にゲーシリーズの最新作2用3をついに発表させていただきました。今作のアクションはシリーズおなじみの侍スタイルに加え、新たに忍者スタイルを追加。
Ninja style and a samurai style. So they like different
ステージもオープンフィールドとなり、探索や攻略の自由度や没入感が大幅にアップしています。本日より PlayStation 5で体験版も配信いたしますので、ぜひプレイしてご意見をいただければと思います。2026年の発売に向け、情報もぜひご期待ください。
I don't think I've played Neo since like a demo or trying someone else's copy since 1. Ninja was Team Samurai. Okay, I'm immediately seeing the VR2 part.
The city really is. For me, it's all I've ever known. My whole world.
Not familiar with Vertigo games.
I was raised in this city's shadow. Free to take whatever I need.
I am not familiar with any of these
survive.
PSVR, I sleep. VR's one of those things where it's like, I feel like every VR game that I've played is a perfect game to go to your friend who already owns a VR system and play it for the day that you're there. I feel like every VR game falls under that category.
Come with more trouble than others.
Yeah, does somebody hands in VR games so much? I don't know how else you do it. Yeah, that's the thing for me, where it's just like, oh, it is straight up thief. Okay. Yeah, the big thing for VR for me is just, it is too much of a cost investment for how little is on the platform.
Are you there yet?
It's just not enough.
Cleo has uncovered a formula for a cure, but she's keeping it safe in her tower.
Don't know what
Hey,
66 is.
you got some hosing?
Market Land seems a bit tense today. I heard something happen with another Tidewalker.
And what I'm looking at looks
It's gone.
interesting.
Don't beat us to it.
Ever since the Great Flood, Elland, my dear planet, has been dying. Plastemia has taken everything from us. But you Tidewalkers are all connected.
Hey, you! Stop right there!
And it's up to you now to use that power.
Marauders, this is our new recruit!
See, a lot here looks good. The concept in terms of like multiplayer story aspect
Tidewalkers. Will you help us?
It's a very ambitious concept that could so easily not really work. Like, cause like if it works, it's gonna feel really cool. But like I've seen stuff about like multiplayer story things of like, you know, the Division and shit. Hey!
It's a pleasure to be back today to share more news with you. What the last few months it has been in the world of Astro. Astrobot launched last September to such encouraging feedback.
Are they gonna keep putting out shit for this game?
Even receiving a few others we are truly grateful for. In October, we added 5 speedrun levels, followed by a Christmas special packed with festive surprises. And then earlier this year, the Vicious Void Galaxy made its appearance, adding yet more new challenging levels.
They're never gonna stop adding. When do I do another stream for Astrobot?
Today, I am pleased to announce that later this month, you will be able to enjoy 5 brand new challenge levels.
When do I do another stream?
Bringing the total to a whopping 90 planets. And new special bots will be there
When
too,
do they confirm that
Atsu
it's
from
finished?
Ghost of Yote,
Because I made a finale assuming the Christmas was the end, and then they make it another 5 levels, and then they got another batch.
The Astrobot DualSense wireless controller will return later this year with a slight twist.
Happy
so be on the
eyes!
lookout for more news coming soon. From all of us at Team Asobi, thank you all for the amazing reception you gave our
Happy
game.
eyes!
And enjoy the rest of the show. Happy
eyes. I need to wait for them to finish, like, confirm that they've stopped making stuff for Astro, so I can do another stream of it. Controller is so fucking cute. This one's also very good. Yo, I really enjoy your sushi, mama. Anything I've heard is just like Ghost of Tsushima is like all the best parts of Rebirth so far.
Get a ship. Then it hit me all so clear.
We've had like so few games that are going for ultra realism in this presentation. It's fucking great.
Memories go, memories stay. Chasing the sound of the waves. It always sways, it always strays. Standing on the beach all day. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, you're murdering. Ship combat! You immediately make me happy by being like you can fight from the ship. I love the pirate spot in Kingdom Hearts. I love that shit. It's Ariel! Ariel's killing us! This is Expedition 32, right? Turn-based RPG? Water, this is Expedition 32, right? How many games have we had today that are trash islands in the middle of the ocean? Sea Remnants. I am intrigued. I am intrigued. Now Expedition 33 made up. He's good. We can have more of them. I was about to say, is this Solar Ash? Oh no, this is okay. No, Pathless and okay. This okay. Never mind. What Journey? I saw that and it reminded me of Soul Ash. But yes, Rolling Sand. Yeah, I can remember seeing it. I didn't realize it was the same devs as Journey that made the Pathless though. I didn't realize they were straight up the same devs. That's what the thing at the beginning said, right? Journey and the Pathless? I did not realize they were the same devs. I've heard about the Pathless as well. Journey, Absolute Flower, all the games everyone loves. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I knew Flower and Journey. Sword of the Sea. I mean, I fucking love Journey. I've not played any of the other games that are like that, but
Hi everyone.
they also
I'm
need to just
Kristen
feel like
Vitali.
moving
That was
through
a
an
new
empty
look at
area
Sword
and
of
it
the
feels
Sea,
awesome.
A visually striking adventure from the team behind Abzu and Pathless. We're excited to announce that Sword of the Sea will launch this summer into the PlayStation Plus game catalog.
Go away.
On June 17th, Remedy brings otherworldly action to game catalog with FBC Firebreak. In this
Remedy?
cooperative FPS set in the paranatural world of Control, you and two fellow agents must confront and contain the reality-warping chaos found within the oldest house. Fun in short bursts or deep dives, FBC Firebreak launches day one in the game catalog on June 17th.
I didn't realize Remedy had something else coming out so soon, and that it's like a multiplayer focus
The
thing.
PlayStation Plus
What's up,
Classics
Angelo?
catalog welcomes several new titles this summer. The PS2 version of legendary immersive sim Deus Ex arrives June 17th.
Fucking what? That feels out of nowhere.
In July, Twisted Metal 3 and Twisted Metal 4 join the service.
I have
just in
one
time for the
experience with
second
Twisted
season
Metal
premiere
and
of Twisted
PSP
Metal,
one.
which arrives July 31st
Head
in
On, I
select
think it's called.
countries, including Peacock in the US.
Hearing so much
Additionally,
excitement for
two of
Firebreak.
Capcom's most beloved games from the original PlayStation are set to join the Classics lineup. Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 will arrive later this summer in the Classics catalog.
I only worry about Firebreak if it's like a
Additionally,
multiplayer focus thing. It's gonna be
Myst
something
and
until I
Riven
get to
will
that
arrive later this month as part of the
because
Days of Play
if I
celebration,
do
running now
Myst
through
and
June
Riven,
11th.
there we go.
Days of Play
Because
is
if
a
I
two-week
play
event that includes
Remedy,
bonus
it's gonna be one of
PlayStation
those
Plus
things where I play
content
through all
drops,
their games.
great deals on
It's gonna be
software and
similar
hardware,
to
and more.
Grasshopper, where I'm just like I'm just gonna
Visit
play through the whole
PlayStation blog
catalog.
and PlayStation.com for full details.
I want to do that for Remedy, which like the whole thing. So that's like Max
His
Payne,
parents
Alan
cut their
Wake,
own
Quantum
rope to
Break.
save him. He watched them fall, then found his way.
They still build that as Riven the sequence
He
of
was
this.
11 years old.
He then
Hey, IOA.
started a grand tour of every major boarding school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
Always at odds with authority. Same thing in the Navy.
His superiors
Yeah, I
all
always
praise
hit him,
his
yeah.
instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
No, and I suspect he feels the same way. But what he did in Iceland...
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple.
Is it
Bond
another Hitman
is a
or is it a
bullet
different thing?
without a target. Let's give him one.
Oh! I mean, that makes sense!
James Bond. He's with me.
That makes sense dev-wise, yeah.
Now let's
If you're gonna give a
ourselves.
like a modern Bond game to any dev team, why it makes sense.
You shouldn't have.
I may have already announced it, I don't know.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the endgame is, we won't see it coming.
I makes a James Bond game. It's holding me a concept. Yeah. Yeah.
Jet lag gets me every time.
I mean, from like everything that I've seen about the Hitman trilogy they did, it really does seem like the quintessential perfect form of what that game could be. In terms of like stealth spy action. So yeah, fuck it. Go full Bond with it.
Tell me, what do you do, James?
Lately, headhunting.
So this feels like one of those like combinations of like franchise and developer that makes so much sense that it's just like it's too perfect it'll never happen. And then guess what? It did happen. It actually happened here. This looks like open-ended Hitman missions first with linear set pieces, which honestly feels great. It's the perfect way to do a Bond game. That's the perfect way to do a Bond game. Though I guess it mainly just comes down to how good can they do linear set pieces, because I don't know how common those actually show up in Hitman. I've seen a lot of Hitman gameplay of like people fucking around with it, but I'm not like seeing like people get through the whole game.
CEO of Iron Interactive.
The team is thrilled to announce 007.
No, is that like the one with the
First
Sonic
Flight.
movie trailer? I'm excited. I love
You'll
Hitman and
experience
Bond.
James Bond as
I
a
mean,
young
yeah, this
air
again, this
crewman
just
in the
seems
Royal
like
Navy. Before the tuxedo and the martinis, as he first steps into the world of espionage.
Let's
trying
give him
to
the
earn
homing
his 007
briefcase. Yeah, Q's
Everyone
gonna
that I
explain,
interacted has
like, it may
poured
look
their
like an
passion
ordinary
and
briefcase,
dedication
but when you throw
into
it,
crafting an
it'll home in
experience
on
that
them, and
honors
one's gonna
the
look at
legacy
it
of
just
Bond,
being like,
harnessing our 25 years of
Q,
agent
I think you're
expertise.
missing a little bit on this one.
This is just the beginning of our journey with 007. And we can't wait to
Are
share
IOI
more
made
with
of the
you soon.
people who originally worked on the old Hitman games as well, like before the modern trilogy? I actually don't know. Because from memory, they almost lost the Hitman IP, because they were like working on it for who owned it, but then they eventually got ownership of it. It was like a big victory for them. I seem to recall this happening. They are the OG ones as well. Okay, yeah. So they've been like refining their craft for a hell of a long time then. Because Hitman's what, like a PS2 game? Like the original one?
You're still with me?
This is Yotai, I believe, right? There's one cockroach keeps showing up. Again, I never played Ghost of Tsushima, but what I know about it in terms of just like, it's one of the better feeling modern open world games. And a lot of the reasons why it is a better feeling modern open world game is all the reasons why I think Rebirth is working for me as an open world game. So I'll support this. Gameplay deep dive.
自由のために戦う。さあ、お手並み拝見といこう。
Oxus!
君のことは親友だと思っているが。
Fucking what? Huh? Bro, that's a... My bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? Fucking what? Oxus? Holy shit, that looks good. Yo, Cap looks sick. Iron Man looks sick. This Marvel looks sick. Holy shit. Oh, yeah, so Capcom, okay. Capcom have just, they ain't got it now. Fuck it, fuck you, Capcom have lost it. It's Oxus' turn, let's go. Oh, these designs are so good. Holy shit, these designs fuck hard. God damn, the designs are good. That show looks like a Marvel 3 stage. Yeah, all the designs are great, and it's a tag fighter. It really is just like Marvel 4, but it's not Capcom, it's Oxus. Okay, so Storm looks great. $4v4? We can go that far? Wait. The fuck you mean 4v4? What? Token Fighting Souls. Holy, what the fuck? This is out of nowhere, right? None of this was ever hinted. I've never heard anything about this. This is out of nowhere, right? What the fuck? What's happening again? Now what are we doing? What the fuck? Is this still the Marvel? Is this still Talk on Fighting Cells?
PlayStation の友人から急になんか飲みに行こうぜっていう連絡が来て、なんのこっちゃと思って。
Game devs in Japan saying, let's meet up over drinks.
ちょっと飲んでる中で。
Means video games are about to fucking happen.
の方でマーベルの格闘ゲームを作ってみないかというような提案をいただきまして。いや本当に聞いた時はびっくりしましたね。で、世界的に本当に有名な IP ですし、光栄だなと思いつつも、
まず本当にう
ちの会社で大丈夫かなっていう。
It's not like they were trying to secure it. They were straight up approached and asked, "Hey, do you want to do this?" Marvel said they wanted a fighting game. And after Infinite,
the inspiration for working on this project really came from a place of pure fandom and wanting to say, why isn't PlayStation in this space?
So PlayStation approached us with this vision to bring Marvel back to the
okay, so it's
forefront
all
of the
okay. So
genre.
okay,
and that got us really excited because we had worked with them before on
okay. So
stuff
PlayStation
like
are
the
also
Marvel
explicitly a
Spider-Man
part of
franchise
this.
with Insomniac.
When it came to approaching Marvel, you have to kind of first float the idea and let them know, hey, you know, we're thinking about approaching a company like Arc System Works to make a fighting game. We'd love to partner with you to do this really great collaboration. Would you be interested?
When they named the developer, that really perked up our ears. It's always refreshing to work with a team that will take on the challenge of tackling Marvel, putting their own spin on it, and then just uppercutting that challenge into the stratosphere. And that's what
and
you
this
get
is
with
absolutely
this team.
an
I mean,
Arxis spin
they
on
couldn't
it.
make something boring if they tried.
社長からも本当に作れるんだったら
You look at the designs and you're immediately just like, okay, yeah, this is Arxis.
話を受けてし
It's
まった以
Marvel,
上
but you
これ
look
は
at it, it's like, yeah, it's Arxis. It looks like it.
The tricky thing is that
like even
most
outside of just
fans,
like the
including
Arxis
myself,
cell
see
shading,
this as
like the
a
design,
sacred genre for Marvel. The tough part is finding a partner that's crazy enough to take on the task, because you either do something like this big and bold, or you don't do it at all.
4v4.
I feel like I have a good grasp on their art style and how they would approach
Arxis
certain
is
IPs.
Guilty
You come in with your
Gear,
kind of own
Dragon Ball
expectations of, here's what I would
DNF
expect
Duel.
to see from Arc System Works when they take on a Marvel IP. And what came up was something that went beyond that.
Yeah, the two biggest things would be Dragon Ball Fighters and now Guilty Gear. After Strive actually made Guilty Gear largely well-known property.
いろいろこうやっぱり直接話していくうちにもっとアークのやりたいマーベルを
They were straight up told, make it more Arxis.
I remember personally the first time I saw Iron Man was really when I felt we had something special.
なので今回のアイアンマンのデザインを皆さんご覧いただければわかると思うんですけども、かなりこう日本らしいアークシステムワークスらしいデザインっていうのが出ているかなと思うので、マーベルの皆さんの反応がすごく
I do appreciate that it is explicitly a Arxis, we want you to cook the way that you cook.
Mixed with
I do appreciate that.
And the fact that they added anime mech elements to him just felt really naturally at home.
One of the mantras that we have for this project is from Japan to the world, and really trying to take not just the IP but gameplay mechanics and say, what can we really take from Japan, the creators that are doing awesome work here, and bring that to the global platform.
特別なところいっぱいあるんですけど、本当にやっぱり強調すべきは、格闘ゲームのチームバトルの中では4対4というのがまず本当に魅力的で挑戦的なところだというところと、
surely,
right? These Marvel characters, it's not simply just the visuals, it's also the gameplay mechanics and adding in that, what is that pop? What is going to be something that's different? Up until now, you've seen tag fighters that have 2v2, 3v3. We felt like we just had to go
4v4 implies a huge
and in
starting
doing so, we
roster.
found a lot of unique and fun ways to
You can't make a
change up the
4v4 and have like
gameplay
12
that I
fucking
think
playable
players are gonna be
characters
very
and have
excited to
2/3
see.
of the roster on,
今回4
in
対
any
4
given
という
match,
革
surely,
新的な
right?
ところにチャレンジしている中で4キャラクター練習しないと勝てないんじゃないのとか安心してください。
Learning 4 characters is extremely daunting, but the team at Arc System Works has found a way to design a system that adapts to your playstyle. So you can either duke it out as just the leader and 3 assists, or you can tag in your assists to swap the leader and change the matchup on the fly.
Oh!
I don't think a lot of people thought this day would be here, would come. You know, this has just been an awesome journey, and I'm excited that we get to be able to share it with all the fans out there.
So that you can do the thing where you just have one and you have a bunch of assists, or you can go full tag with it. That makes sense.
A dream to even be working with these two great partners.
I know there's other games that do things similar to that, but my immediate brain jumps to Skullgirls. Skullgirls is 3v3, but you can play as one character who just has a much larger
companies
health
have come
bar.
together to do this. And,
I know there's other
I think
ones
we
that
really
do
are gonna
similar
make
thing as
something
well, where
magical
you have
here.
a leader and assists
まだまだ開
instead.
発途中ではありますが、続々とキャラクター
But
も
that's what my brain
発表していきたいと
immediately
思いま
jumps
す
to.
し、キャラクター以
With like
外
stuff
の
I'm more
コンテ
familiar
ン
with.
ツというところも今後いろいろ出ていくと思います。
Content outside of just the characters, yeah. One of the bigger things that Arxis doesn't usually succeed on is enough content outside of the fighting. That is one of the things for Arxis games, where it's like, you play Arxis games to play online. Because there's not much in it, usually outside of the online aspect.
You still with me?
Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, this is just the wrap-up. Learn that the hard way. Yeah, Arxis is a, you buy it so you play online. Because there's usually not much else there. Arxis for a very long time, basically until Strive really, have been definitely a more budget developer. Arxis has been pretty open that for a long ass time they've never really had a ton of money. I mean, they got a decent amount of money with Dragon Ball FighterZ. But they've never been a developer that's had a shit ton of money to put a shitload into their games. And they very much focus entirely on the fighting game aspect. I missed a lot of chat there because I was, what the fuck? Because there was, what the fuck? Arxis is up to something. I learned recently actually so tremendously of fighting games after buying Guilty Gear for Bridget. Oh, that's the thing, is it's like, I haven't bought Strive because I know I'm going to be terrible at it. I watch a lot of Arxis games. I like watching fighting games a lot. And I just find from, like, a spectator perspective, because I don't have the dedication, time-wise, to put into getting good at fighting games. Or, like, even on just, like, a single, like, level of just, like, getting good at neutral. Like, I don't have the time to do that, because I have so many other things I want to do. But I love watching fighting games. I love watching people play fighting games. And Arxis ones are usually just some of the most fun to watch. Since Dragon Ball FighterZ, it's very much I've realized that Arxis ones are just, for me, the most fun to watch. FF6 has also been really fun to watch people play as well. And stuff like that. So, yeah. I'm more familiar with Arxis than a lot of others at this stage, just because I've been watching a lot of Arxis stuff since Dragon Ball FighterZ. And then obviously with Strive blowing up the way that it did, I very much love watching Strive. I have all the Guilty Gear music on my phone. Like, am I a tourist when it comes to fighting games? Absolutely, because I know I'm really, really bad at them. But I really like watching them. And this is insane. Marvel Game Design just released a bunch of amazing games for no reason. They finally stopped trying to just be like, our games need to sell the MCU. That's like, we're now in an era where the MCU, where Marvel is starting to get away from the fact that everything Marvel has to do with the MCU, or at least feels similar to it. We're starting to finally break away from that because the MCU is like it's on the exit ramp as it is, and everything like that. So there is that. So we can finally get some Marvel stuff that, like, even like the Square's fucking Avengers game, which would have been fine, possibly, if it wasn't fucking games as a service live service bullshit. People are speculating they got the MHA guy to do the designs. I mean, the designs there are amazing. Arxis is up to something, yeah. This is just out of nowhere. Non-fighting game people are very confused at this being the final reveal. Yeah, that's the thing. Arxis working on Marvel is one of those things where you need to be familiar with the fighting game scene to understand why that's a big deal. you need to be familiar with the fact that Marvel and Capcom have been somewhat tied at the hip for a very long time when it comes to fighting games. And that Marvel 3 is very old at this point, and even at this point, Infinite is getting up there in the years, in terms of how long it's been since even Marvel Infinite. Hell, it's been long enough for Marvel Infinite that Marvel Infinite and Beyond has come out, and that's been out for a while at this point. So we're very much at that point, there. But yeah, if you are not familiar with who Arxis is, and if you're not familiar with, like, Marvel's history with fighting games, then yeah, Marvel fighting game is just like, I mean, other than the fact that, oh yeah, I guess Marvel's a big property. It'd be like, why is this the big bombshell at the end? But if you know, it's like a holy fucking shit, no fucking way kind of thing. I enjoy what little Guilty Gear Strive I can experience with the movie mode thing. I just wish I could play the game and not lose in the first round. Again, it's just like, I keep wanting to buy Strive, and I keep just being like, if I buy Strive, I'm gonna suck at it, and I'm gonna play it for like 6 hours, and I'm never gonna play it again. So I didn't buy FF6. I wanted to buy FF6 as well, because I'm just like, I played the demo then, I was just like having a lot of fun with it, but I'm just like, but I know I'm gonna go online and get my shit rocked. And like, I could learn to get better at fighting games. This is, I don't have time. I don't have time. Japan devs are built different. Let's meet up over drinks happen so often in Japan, it's just standard. Don't buy Strive unless you play fighting games. I mean, Strive is more approachable compared to anything, any other Guilty Gear before it. Like, that's part of the reason why it sold so well. Kind of a little mini doc about the dev process. It's really cool. I like that it shows that it's just like PlayStation approached Arxis saying, do you want to make a Marvel game? Like, Arxis weren't trying to chase it. They were just approaching me like, hey, do you want to work on this? Because Capcom won't do it well. We have 33, so we just said, fuck it, one more. As a surface level fighting game server, I'm very intrigued by this. As in, like, I'd say, like, I'm an observer, but I'm a little more than surface level, because I do watch a fair bit of fighting game stuff. But yeah, holy shit. That is out of fucking nowhere. That is out of fucking nowhere. People in general didn't like this because there was a lot of third-party stuff, so fuck them. Okay, let's be honest, though. Who cares? Like, do you really want an entire presentation of only first-party Sony stuff? Because that's part of the issue with first-party, or even just, like, Sony-owned stuff at this point, is that most Sony stuff, like, most Sony-owned properties are too similar to each other that, like, they're too similar to each other. They're too similar to each other, or they're just canceling shit. Like, what? Do you want them to come out and try to just be like, no, trust us, Marathon won't be a giant steaming piece of shit for 20 minutes. Like, the only reason that I'd be interested in terms of, like, a state of play focused primarily on, like, the first party Sony stuff is I want to see them live as part of the presentation, drag all of the folders for whatever fucking live service thing they're doing, and drag them into the recycling bin live on stream. That's the only thing I want to see. Which, they're doing that as is. How many are we at this point? How many cancelled live service Sony games are we at now? There was one point where they said we're planning, like, we're planning 10, like, live service things in the next couple years. And I think most of that shit is fucking dead at this point. I mean, like, Concord lasted 2 fucking weeks. Guys, I got a concept for an extraction shooter live service. Do you know how much money Sony paid Bungie, to buy Bungie? Do you know how much fucking money Sony paid to buy Bungie? It's billions! How many billions? I can't remember the exact amount. I gotta look it up. How many billions is it? Sony by Bungie. How much was it? I'm pretty sure it was a 3.7 billion. What the fuck, Sony? Sony, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Are you talking about Grounded? No, you're talking about Helldivers. Helldivers. Yeah, Helldivers. And from what I've heard, Helldivers is... Because Helldivers is very, very different for a live service game. Yeah, I think Cruz is like... Yeah, Cruz, the thing is, like, when you talk about first-party Sony at this point, the problem is that first-party Sony at this point is a lot of live service. Like, the thing is, like, first-party Sony is very little at this point. There's not much there. There's very little first-party Sony that actually exists. And a lot of it is just them preparing various live service games that are going to either get cancelled before they come out, like Marathon's going to, or they're going to die within 2 weeks after coming out. Helldivers are apparently Chinese player base fed to their city entirely unplanned, so they rolled with it. That is one, yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about, like, Helldivers is one of the examples of it being done well. They still try Helldivers with a flashback attack that did gangbusters compared to fucking Concord. Concord also cost like hundreds of millions to make. And then it came out, and then 2 weeks later they said, we're not even gonna try and fucking fix it. We're not gonna have like a year of slow updates to see if we can like make it a type of game that people actually want to buy. Nope. All of that work, all of that money, all of that being spent, and it's down the fucking drain in 2 weeks. Concord Realm Reborn, let's go. And that's the thing, is like Marathon is like shaping up to be worse. Marathon is shaping up to be worse. Like, oh man. It's honestly amazing. Marathon is dead on arrival, let's be honest. Like, it is at a point where it's just like, we should start taking bets. For every Final Fantasy 14, you have 100 Babylon's Fall. Can you believe, like, it's so not surprising that Kamiya left Platinum, because Platinum want to try live service again. Platinum have said, oh no, we're gonna do another live service game. Like, Babylon's Fall was a miserable fucking failure. Just absolutely abysmal bullshit. It was less than a year before it died, and no one fucking played it in that time. And Platinum's response is still, no, we can make another one. No, we'll do it good this time. Like... What is it about live service keeps developers thinking it's worthwhile? Because if you're the next Fortnite, then you make infinite money. And if it's possible to make infinite money, then you have to try and make infinite money. It's not good enough to just make a product in a timely manner and release it, and it makes money when you sell it for like 6 months to a year. No, you have to try what will make infinite money. Did the XX Plat was trying to get away from follow them there? Like, what happened? I mean, that seems to be exactly what happened. What it seems to be that a lot of the people at Platinum basically, like, became the people that are trying to get away from in Capcom. Well, like, Platinum have made, or are still making, or have opened, I don't know the exact way of it. But Platinum were planning on making an entire new studio, like building, exclusively for working on live service games. Like, there's the Platinum offices, and they were planning on making another office that was exclusively live service. I don't know what they're doing with that now, but it's so obvious to see why Kamiya and so many other people left. the person who directed Astral Chain, they've left at this point. I'm pretty sure a lot of people left at a similar time as Kamiya and the Astral Chain director. Like, there's fucking no, like, any names that could be attached that anyone would know about at Platinum are fucking long gone, except for, like, one of the original 3. Inaba, I think it is? He's still there. and from what has been said, how accurate is, I have no idea. He's one of the ones who's pushing it in terms of, like, the live service shit. Need to get into the gacha genre, that shit prints money if you put enough tits in it. Platinum aren't great at tits. Just because they have Bayonetta doesn't mean they're great at tits, because you look at their other games, and it's like, they made good tits one time, and it was Bayonetta. The evidence so far has shown that anyone that isn't Fortnite makes far, far less than infinite money. But what if you are Fortnite? What if you come out and become... What if you make your game and it is the next Fortnite? But what if, though? Mistral was pretty hot. Yeah, but is that Platinum or is that Koji Pro? And it's the same with 2B. Was 2B Platinum or was that Yokotaro? See, there's always this. When it comes to hot Platinum characters, there's always this. Outside of Bayonetta, when there's a hot character in a Platinum game, you gotta ask, but is it Platinum or the people they were working with at the time? 2B was Yokotaro. 2B was Yokotaro. Mistral may have been Platinum. That may have been Koji Pro. We don't know. Gacha guys have been shooting me like, why would anyone want to play them? They are all without exception, nothing but grinding. Addiction. Am I calling out multiple people who watch my streams? Yes. It's just gonna be the word lesbian. It's just gonna be the word lesbian. Told ya. Told you. Yeah, but like if it's good story, it's something that I watch it online. Anyways, holy shit, say to play. This was definitely one of the best state of play. This is definitely one of the best they've done. Probably because they didn't focus on Sony properties. Probably because they didn't focus on Sony properties for most of it. Because the thing is, like, regardless of quality of Sony properties, they do all feel very similar. So when there's an overwhelming focus on primarily Sony properties, it can feel very samey because there's a lot of similarities. If you play them all for free and lose nothing but time, you end up not liking them. Yeah, but my time's valuable. No Druckmann in sight, thank fucking God. That's the most important thing here. That's the most important thing here. Love seeing so much visual stylization. We're like, oh my God, it's refreshing, isn't it? It's refreshing to boot up a state of play, and there's like, the closest thing we have to like a realistic looking game is Pragmata. And this is on the RE engine, so like, it's fine. So it's fine. Like we've got Lumines, like enhancers coming back. That's awesome. We've got Pragmata, which Pragmata we knew nothing about before, but this actually kind of looks interesting for Pragmata. Gen AI's the villain. Let's go. Romeo's a dead man. We're just gonna watch that one again. Silent Hill F. Like this is another one that's going for like more realistic stuff, but it goes into horror, and realism and horror can make sense together because, you know, gore and everything like that. Bloodstained, there's a lot of different shit here. I gotta be careful about that, like the section I'm not allowed to look at. I guess Thief's kind of that, but like, yeah, there's a lot of shit here. There's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of different things. Even 007 is just like it's not that it's stylized, but it's just like, it feels like this game isn't trying to flex at being like, oh my God, this is the most realistic looking thing ever. Like, it's obviously going for realism in its graphics, but you can look at the graphics and immediately tell, oh, this game isn't trying to be, we've rendered 40 million pixels into this person's face. It's not to that extent at the very least. Go back to tactics? I will spoil it myself. I gotta listen to more of the dialogue of Romeo as a dead man. Let's put on the closed captions for this. Because yeah, kind of is a little stylized. It's realistic, but still slightly exaggerated, especially in terms of lighting and color grading. Yeah, for the Bond one, yeah.
Oh, hey, today is Saturday, which means curry time.
Awesome, I love curry.
Speaking of curry, apparently the current president is actually a humane.
What does that mean?
It's okay, I'll get it.
This is unhinged.
Romeo!
Romeo!
Stay with me!
Grandpa, I'm gonna die.
Romeo, listen up. You're gonna die in about 15 seconds.
Seriously?
Seriously, don't worry. I made this just in case. The Dead Gear life support system. Don't move, okay?
Like, I heard Dead Gear life support and I saw that animation there, and I'm just like, yeah, this is Grasshopper. I took only a couple little things to just be like, this is definitely 100% Grasshopper.
You're already half dead. From now on, you're half dead man. No, wait, that's pretty lame. Dead man. From now on, you're dead man. I'm a dead man.
The fact that there are guns in this is like the one thing that I'm just like, will the using the guns feel anywhere near as good as what that feels like? That's like my one thing about this. I'm just like, will using the guns feel as good as slicing up people with these fucking weapons or punching the shit out of people? That's the one part I'm unsure about. Maybe using the gun charge with the swords in some ways. And also, like, shitloads of different gameplay styles.
Romeo is a dead man. Coming 2026. Maybe.
Huh? That was Grandpa's voice. Are you like a spirit?
I'm on your back.
What?
Oh yeah, so the patch jacket on the back is the guy who shoved the thing into the eyeball. That little rapid fire million completely distinct graphical styles at the end is so tantalizing. I gotta fucking catch up on fucking Suda games. Again, I've only played 2 so far. The next one on my list for Suda games is like for Grasshopper is fucking Killer 7 though. So that's gonna be that's the first one that like a normal gamer has possibly heard of. Out of the ones that I'm playing. We're going all the way in on Grasshopper. I say all the way in, we're not. There's a couple of things that I could have done before Silver Case, but they're not like localized in English officially, so there is that. Anyways, state of play. Shockingly good state of play. I am impressed. I am impressed by state of play. Whatever you do not play Lollipop Chainsaw Remaster, get the soundtrack. I've had a lot more issues with Lollipop Chainsaw than that. I have heard that it is more than just that the soundtrack's been gutted. I've heard a lot of issues with Repop or whatever it's called. I have heard the remaster is butchered in several ways. Apparently the Shadows of the Damned one is okay. Apparently Shadows of the Damned is good, but that's because that was the one that Suda was actually, like, working with the team to do that, whereas Repop was done completely independently. From what I heard, like, Suda was actually there for that. Yeah, Shadows of the Damned Remaster, yeah. It's called, like, Hella Remastered or something. Yeah. And apparently Suda was actually, like, in communication with the team who was working on the remaster for it. So it's a bit more, like, making sure that it doesn't get butchered, whereas Repop was doing the same thing. Apparently Persona 4 is getting a remake. Ah, boo! 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 even outside of all the problems that it has, it's also just not a very good game. Crazy that I've heard about Repop like a full year after it came out. The Repop and the Shadows one came out at roughly the same time. They came out at roughly the same time, because they were both made available on limited run at the same time. Anyways, I should probably get out of here. I mean, I'm not. I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy 14, because I'm going to do a little thing for that. But for the sake of play, I'm out of here. I'm going to have to, like... I got to update my list and just add most of these games to it. I liked most of the games here. I gotta add all these things. The list is too big. But if I add everything to the list, then at least I won't forget that it exists. I mean, I will, but the list won't forget. So most of this is getting added to it in some capacity. Yay! Man, if I could actually, like, stream as much as I wanted to, I'd actually get through the list. Thank you all so much for watching. Next time... There's a Jeff Fest that we're gonna watch. I've been told to watch that. I don't know if it's worthwhile watching. It's like 3.5 hours long or something, but that will have to be another day because I'm not doing that today. I might get some alcohol for that one. That probably will be a good idea if it's gonna be that long. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, this is Version2, signing out.